spirituality and social media, right? Yeah, they go great. So Dan Willer is a member of this group. He's a rock musician and singer, and he asked if anybody has any advice for how to use Instagram for engagement, but in a spiritual, energetic way. And I'm with you on that, dude, because it's kind of hard sometimes. I have so much to say about this, and my notes are kind of all over the place, so I'm going to be. Bear with me while I do this because I have a few things to talk about. All right, so first of all, let's imagine for a moment that social media is like this microcosm of the entire universe. Follow me on this. So imagine you got the whole universe, and we know how the universe works, right? Where these things and law of attraction and what we emit comes back to us. Social media works the same way. What we put out into social media comes right back at you. And instead of the law of attraction, which is still active in social media, except it's got some help from the algorithm, right? The algorithm works to either help you, it's got two results. One is if you're the person creating content for social media. I'm going to be talking mostly about Instagram because that was his question, but this is generally the rule everywhere. So you're trying to put things out there to get engagement, but it's also working to show you what's in your feed, right? So the results that we get from the big universe in life are, we get money, we get love, we get happiness, we get this, we get that. But in social media, we get engagement and we get crap that we have to look at on our feed. And sometimes we like it, sometimes we don't. It's all up to us. The engagement and the stuff we see in our feed. The stuff we see in our feed is a little bit more obvious why it's up to us because we choose who we follow and we can block people, we can do all that stuff. But it kind of works the same with engagement as well. So I have three things I want to say about engagement, and then I have two things that other people already said. Victoria and Jan are members of the group. They mentioned some stuff this morning, so I'm going to kind of riff on what they said because they were more about what was in the feed, and Dan's question was primarily about engagement. So I got to breathe. Okay, engagement. Okay, here are my three things about engagement. First of all, if your goal is just I got to get a big audience, well, then you can just go buy an audience. And don't do that, because that was a joke. But you can. You can literally just, you are capable of doing this, right? You have some money, you buy clicks, you buy followers, you buy anything. You can buy these things. They're for sale. They're completely useless. Don't do it because it's not going to help you with your brand or your business or your art or anything. If you could buy 1,000 followers or 1,000,000 followers and all you'd have is a number on your thing, and out of those 1,000 or 1,000,000 people, you'd probably have 0 who care about your stuff. I would rather have fewer people that really, really, really cared about my stuff that were in there engaging with me. So my answer to this is, number one, post stuff you would want to see. If you want engagement back, post stuff that you're really passionate about. That's why I love talking with artists, because we create stuff all day long that's good for Instagram. Not all of us. I mean, music's not great, and written word, and there are plenty of things that aren't good for Instagram, but you catch my drift. But most of it's all good for social media in general. But post stuff that you would want to see, and then the right people will eventually find it, and they'll start collecting and gathering around you. Now, how do they do that? Well, you can't post something on Monday and then not post anything the rest of the week, and then let a month go by, and then 2 months goes by, and then you're like, oh, I got this other thing, let me post that, and you get crickets, and you're like, gee, I wonder why nobody cares. Well, nobody cares because you're not connecting to the algorithm. The algorithm, the law of attraction in social media land, that works when you are playing the game it wants you to play. The algorithm cares about consistency. If you were to post stuff every day or several times a day on Instagram, then the algorithm will eventually catch up to you and say, oh, I see what you're doing. Let me start putting this in front of people that are going to like it. Now, why would the algorithm want to do that for you? Well, the algorithm is written by the company that runs the social media platform. The company that runs the social media platform wants people on the social media platform. And if you're posting something once every other Tuesday, then it's not going to care about you because nobody's going to care about you. But if you're posting stuff every day, all day long, then the algorithm is eventually going to notice and say, ooh, let's put eyeballs in front of this because this person is putting in some effort. And we want this stuff to keep showing up so that the people who like it can stay on the platform. That's why I ask, please don't post things that don't belong on Facebook in the group. Don't link to YouTube videos. Don't post stuff from your website and things like that in posts. Why? Because Facebook hates that. Facebook says, don't send people to YouTube from your group. You do that, then they're not on Facebook anymore. So what do they do to the group? They stop showing the group to people that aren't yet in the group, or they even stop showing the posts to the members of the group. If you want your posts in the group to show up on the feeds of the members in the group, show them stuff that belongs in Facebook. Upload your videos directly to it. Don't link off of Facebook because Facebook's going to go, I'll show them that. Hide that. Put that over there. So that's one thing. Post stuff that you would want to see and then do it consistently. And eventually the algorithm is going to notice you and show you to the right people. And another way that you can kind of rig this in your favor is as you're posting things and as people start looking at them, and they start commenting and liking, well, check out their stuff and comment and like their stuff. And if they write a comment on your post, thank them. Write a comment back, reply back, and they'll go, wow, that person wrote back to me. It's not hard. It takes a little time and effort, but by showing people that you actually care about them, they're going to come back to your stuff over and over and over again. And the algorithm will also see that there's engagement going on. They commented on your thing. You commented back, thank you. What are they going to do? They're going to say, hey, thanks for thanking me. And you're going to say, you're welcome. And now you got a conversation going on. Just because you put in a little bit of effort, the algorithm's like, look at all this stuff happening. Let's show more people this crap. And that's how it works. Now let's talk about the other side of the algorithm. What you see when you go on Instagram. And my friends Victoria and Jan, they had a couple of good ideas. Victoria said that she likes to stay neutral and kind of skew toward positive. She's not big into arguing with people. She's not big into picking a side of something and standing her ground on it. That's fine if that's your brand or if that's your personality too. All of these things are fine. This is just what she likes. But she just finds that she doesn't want to see arguments on YouTube, Facebook or Instagram. So she doesn't argue with people. If you like arguments, argue with people. They'll argue right back. Right? So that's her thing. She tries to stay neutral. This way she sees things that are pleasing to her. And Jan had a great idea. He said he doesn't follow anybody hardly on Instagram. All he does is if he finds an artist that has just the most amazing, beautiful posts, that person he will follow. And by curating his feed very, very carefully and being very particular about who he follows on Instagram, when he goes on Instagram to look at his feed, all he sees is beautiful things that he really, really wants to see. That's why if you noticed, I did a support post today and I said, post your Instagram thing. And I said, yeah, but you can follow whoever you want, but I'm not a big fan of the follow for follow, like for like kind of thing, because then what happens is, hey, you follow me and I'll follow you. Great. Your numbers go up, but who cares? Because now I got to see your stuff. And quite frankly, I like you, but I don't need to see your stuff all day long. Now I'm just mindlessly scrolling through Instagram because it's here and it's not really helping me. But the way Jan does it, he only follows people whose posts are amazing to him. So when he goes to Instagram, it's like, wow, look at this experience. I'd rather have that. I'd rather you have that. That's why I say to people, hey, if you don't like what I'm doing in this group, go, leave. Nobody's trapped here. You don't have to be on my live. You don't have to watch the replays. You don't have to pay attention to me at all. There's plenty of other people in the group to pay attention to. But that's what he does. And quite frankly, that's what I think we should all do, because then when what you see in the feed becomes something that just feeds your own creativity. Imagine if you looked at Instagram or Facebook and all you saw was beautiful things that inspired you. How's that a bad thing? We'd all be better off for that, I think. All right, that actually didn't take as long as I thought. It was a lot of written notes, but I got through them pretty quick. If anybody has any questions about that, drop them in the comments. Even if you're in the replay, drop them in the comments and tag me, and I will see the tag. But if you comment in the replay, I may not know that you commented in the replay because I don't check all my daily fuels every day for new comments. Eventually there's just too many of them. All right, I'm going to go to the, what are they called? Comments here. And is that it? Okay. My dad's back. Wade says howdy. Mrozinski is... I read these already. Danae says, hi, Ray. Believe it or not, I know absolutely nothing on this topic. Okay. Well, now you know something on the topic. And spiel is Yiddish for play. Oh, okay. Play like a play, or play like playing with toys and stuff, and whatever. Hate Instagram, says Mrozinski, but I love YouTube, and from my page on Facebook, YouTube has never been a problem. They work together well, if not in a group. I'm very personal and have control of my Facebook page and send people to my videos one at a time. Cool. Yeah, you know what it is? It's with Facebook groups, the Facebook doesn't want posts that go off of Facebook. I suppose it makes sense. So when you have a group that allows like lots of links and stuff off the thing, then Facebook stops showing that group to people outside of the group. So like suggested groups and things, other artists wouldn't be seeing this group anymore in like that list and stuff. That's why I say, like, let's just upload things to the group. It's much easier for everybody. And we can comment here. I'll have plenty of posts where people can link to, like today's support post, where you can link to your other channels and things like that, because I'm not trying to hold everybody captive in my house. I want everybody to go wherever they want to go. But I want to make sure that the group is an active place where everybody can get benefit from it. So that's what that's all about. And that seems to be the last. Oh, no, there's more. Ray says, okay, I know more now. Cool. And Elizabeth is here. Hello, Elizabeth. I haven't seen you here on one of the lives before. I'll need to watch this again. Yeah, okay, you can. Sorry if you missed the beginning. That's the problem with live videos, right? If you don't catch the beginning, you're where you are. It's kind of reminds me of TV when I was a kid. My kids, when they were little, we had a DVR and a TiVo and things like that. So it was, everything was recorded. They could watch what they want. Now it's Netflix and Hulu and all that stuff. And so when they were little, they were always fascinated by the idea that when I was a kid, if the show was on at 8 o'clock, you had to be in front of the TV at 8 o'clock, and that was it. You couldn't go to the bathroom. You couldn't. If you missed it, it's like, well, just rewind it. It's like, no, you can't rewind it. It's live TV. So here we are again. I guess eventually you'll be able to TiVo these lives, and that'll be that. Hello, I'm new. Yep, I know, I recognize you. I know who you are. You just haven't been on one of the lives yet. So welcome to the live. I appreciate it. You're welcome to all the lives, and love that. Okay. Not what I just said, what I said before. I know what you mean. The comments come in late. So that's the fun part about this sometimes, is the comments come in minutes after I say something, or if I'm in the middle of saying something really long and you guys are commenting, I'll read it like 5 or 10 minutes later, and I won't even know what the heck you're talking about. So that's funny to watch me get all confused. Thank you for your energy. It's infectious in a good way, Mrozinski says. Thank you, and Elizabeth is laughing at me. Thanks. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Guys, I think that's it for me today, and I appreciate you being here with me once again. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I think I had a topic set for, I don't remember what it is. Whatever. I'm probably going to do another breakdown on Saturday. If you missed it, I did a breakdown of Jared Leto last Saturday. And breakdown, if you're not familiar, is where I take a famous artist or an artist of some kind, and I sort of break down what makes them a success or what helps them find happiness in life. And I started with Jared Leto because he's a major inspiration to me personally. And so if you guys have ideas for who you would like to see in a future episode of Breakdown, you just let me know one way or another. And I have a little notebook going, and I will do my best to get to as many of them as I can. If Facebook your broadcast platform of choice? I'm guessing that's an is. Is Facebook your broadcast platform of choice? Yes. There's a specific reason that I chose Facebook. That's a really good question, Wade. Let me explain. Since you asked that question, let me explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. because I didn't need to do a Facebook group to do what I'm doing. I could have just started a YouTube channel, right? In fact, I have a YouTube channel. It's Fuel Blue, if you want to check it out. And I'm putting all the daily fuels up on Fuel Blue, as well as my music videos and other videos that I'm doing. So I could have just started that, but there was a specific thing about Facebook that I loved that I couldn't get anywhere else, and that's this. To me, the Facebook itself is not my first choice. Facebook groups were my first choice. And because I love doing these lives, there's a certain element to doing them. Because I set up and I call them daily fuel, so now I've got to do them every day, that it sort of forces my hand to create every single day, and it gets that muscle going. This is what I was talking about yesterday, where inspiration and creativity is a muscle that we have to work out, and this helps me work out my muscle so that I can create more and more and more, and it kind of creates a feedback loop of creativity. And like what's happening right now, I'm talking, I'm hearing that little click. I don't know if you hear it. That every click that I hear means a comment is coming in, and the feedback and the talks and the hearts fluttering like that, right? It just gets me pumped. And then I take this pumped feeling and I take it on with the rest of my day, and then I go and I work on stuff, or I bring it upstairs to my family, and it just creates a joy that carries through to other parts of my life. And I couldn't get that if all I was doing was making YouTube videos and putting them up, or making Instagram things and putting them up. Facebook groups were just like it for me. I love this platform. There's particular things about it that I wish it didn't do that, but in general, yeah, Facebook groups. That's my thing. Elizabeth says real time. See, this is an example. I don't know what that means. I'm sure it makes sense to something that I said, but I forgot what I said because I don't listen to what I say. And Merzinski says, but that's probably a yes. Okay, a beautiful exchange of energy. Beautiful to see you. Thank you, Elizabeth. I really appreciate that. And thank you for being here today. Okay. Breathe. Here, more comments. Yes, the spoken word. And this is what creativity is all about. Yes, it really is. All right, guys, I'm going to say thank you and goodbye. I will see you tomorrow, and that's it. All right, Merzinski, you're the last comment for the day, so you get the booby prize. Good for you, man. You guys have a wonderful day. I appreciate you being here with me, as always. Have a wonderful day. Bye.